So you fancy yourself a next Steven Spielberg, you make your own DVD movie, you put it onto a DVD yourself, and then you decide actually you want to edit your film, but you've only got one DVD. Now, if it was just a normal DVD, you're screwed. You'll have to go to the shop and buy another DVD. However, as what we're working with is actually called a DVD RW, which means read write. So let's just undo all this. It means you can actually, on this DVD, keep saving stuff to it whenever you want and load things up whenever you want. So it's like a USB stick, whereas traditional DVDs and Blu-rays and CDs, you can't do that. You can't save new things onto it. You can't read new things onto it. That's why it's called CD-ROM. You can't change ROM. That's why it's called DVD-ROM. You can't change that. Now, they created DVD read-write. They also created CD read-write. That allows you to keep saving things to that CD and DVD as many times as you want. So aren't you going to be the happy guy? So, let's take a CD and DVD read-write. The surface of it is actually an alloy metal. Sorry, an alloy material, sorry. Metal, what am I talking about? So the surface is an alloy material. Now, what happens is slightly different to before. What happens is this. The laser hits the alloy material, and the heat generated by the laser changes this material into liquid. It's a bit like the Terminator. Now, depending on the heat from the laser, so let's say that this was a laser, depending on the heat from the laser, it will make the material two different things: crystalline didn't need to do that. So these two materials, when it cools down, so the heat from the laser hits the surface, it melts the surface, and when it cools down it becomes these two materials. Now, this is a new fact which you're going to need to know, and that is this: when the disc is red, so not writing, so what I just talked about there was writing, by the way, saving, where it turns it into these two materials. When we're reading, loading up content, instead of lands and pits, what happens is this. Well, you can see it from here. Let's imagine that the laser is going in this direction, and you've got the sensor here. Laser goes, it hits, and it reflects. Laser goes, it hits, but doesn't reflect. That's how it knows it's 1 or 0. So just to recap, you need to know about the laser, you need to know about the fact that the surface is like an alloy material. You need to know about the fact that when it's writing data, it melts the surface, and when it cools down, it creates two different types of material, which then alter whether it's a 1 or a 0.